Well, the Subaru. It's just tacked up, guys, nothing crazy. All kinds of things are going on. There's the 240 hiding out there. You're probably wondering what's going on. What are you doing, Travis? Why are things all jumbled up? Well, if you guys remember me talking about when I first moved into this place, how I was going to repair all of this nonsense over here. All of this broken, beat up crap. I got myself some sand mix and then some something to adhere the concrete. Guys, I don't know anything about doing concrete work. I've been watching YouTube videos, asking my friends, but that's the whole reason why things are kind of all jumbled up. So I guess first we'll start with the move bumper. Picked this up from my buddy, 200 bucks. I just wanted to get something on the truck that looks better than the stock bumper. The stock bumper had seen much better days. All the plastics and stuff were falling off. There it is over there. If I had painted the plastics, and even with the self-tapping screws, it just looks rough and ghetto, and the back bumper looks rough, so that really doesn't even matter, but at least this bumper fits the truck. The only thing I don't really like about it is how far it sticks out, but other than that, it kind of fits the truck for what it is. It's got that work truck status. So I've just tacked it up. I'm gonna use the welder at work. As you guys can see here, there's just small little tacks. There's a little bit of welding right there, nothing crazy. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I started running out of gas yesterday, so I was just tacking it up in a few spots. Did a little stitch weld right here, did a little stitch weld over here, and then same thing over here. Everything else is just all tacked up. I didn't put the bull bar on there. The bull bar is not my style. That was just way too much. I have the pipes and everything to mount those. I just was not interested in it. It just looked dorky to me. So that's the move bumper. We're gonna weld that up on camera. I didn't film any of the stuff of me putting it together. I got off of work one day, I was bored. I just threw it together, and I'm working on getting the other camera set up so that way I can like film all my welding with that and then do my vlogging with this. We're kind of all over the place. I got some concrete mix for the floor here so I can repair all of that, so I can get that squared away. The Subaru decided that it wanted to overheat and it's starting to miss on cylinder 2, so we're gonna get ready to pull this thing out and give her some love. I talked about it in one of my last videos, but I didn't really go into detail, so that's kind of the reason why these are switched up. I got a car cover for this thing so it can sit outside and hang out just for the next couple weeks when I do lay down the concrete stuff and then dive into the Subaru. I want to get that squared away so that way my girlfriend has a daily backup. She can drive the Jeep if she wants, but it's really not, you know, comfortable for my old lady. No AC, just an old rag bag Jeep. She likes her Subaru and her nice clean leather, you know, tan interior, blah blah blah, everything that we like. We have a liking for that stuff over here. So I've got the other camera to film that stuff, so whenever I go to work, I'll either pull that off or I'll just borrow the welder from work, bring that home, plug it into the 220, weld it up, and I'll film all that stuff for you guys so you guys can see that process. And probably in a couple weeks, I'm really wanting a sport bumper, so that will probably be up for sale. It's just on there for just momentary reasons. Like I said, it just looks much better than the raggedy stock bumper. As far as the Jeep goes, I've got the 8.8 for that thing like I talked about in the last upload. We're gonna get ready to order the lift kit for this thing. I'm kind of like on the fence about it because I don't really want to dive into it just yet because I would like to finish my 240, but my girlfriend wants the wheel. We put, you know, an event set in stone, so that's gonna happen. But let me shut up, guys. Let's, well, I don't know where my mount is for the tripod. I was gonna set this up. I got some stuff for the Dodge and I got a car cover for the 240, got a radio and stuff, so let's just open that stuff up real quick and we'll keep going along. So I don't have my little piece to mount the camera to the tripod, annoyingly enough, so I'm just going to show you guys here. I've already opened up the box. I've got a car cover for the 240. That's nothing crazy that I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you the radio that I ordered for the Dodge. There's nothing crazy, just, you know, a little update. I'm fixing up the Dodge and getting her right. I'm gonna grab that box and open her up. So conveniently enough, the CA will just hold the camera for right now and I'll open this thing. Alright, so we got our adapter wiring harness for the Dodge, and then I picked out this Boss flip out single den unit. I'm gonna rock this in the truck for a little while. I really want to get the Kenwood single den, but as of right now, I want to just kind of hold off with my money, and I'm really looking into buying a couple things to help myself with a small little like business that I'm trying to build up, but that's besides the point. this guy will do the temporary job. Hopefully she doesn't give me any issues. A lot of people said that sometimes the motors and stuff go out in this thing, but it had really good reviews. It's got all the connections so that I can run subs, and I can even like wire remote to it, backup remote, and I'm trying to figure out if I can wire this stuff to my controls on my steering wheel. So that is that for a radio. As of right now, I'm going to throw this guy in there probably this weekend. I'm waiting on the dash kit so that way we can install it, and that guy will be squared away. And then the car cover, that'll go on the 240 just for right now while it sits outside. And once I start getting a game plan figured out with my Subaru, and then get the concrete down on all these jacked up areas, that way I can have somewhat of a decent shop floor to work with here. That way when I'm pulling an engine in and out of the Subaru, I don't have to have the headaches of the cherry picker getting caught up, and it's just a pain in the neck trying to move this, you know, engine stand, and I can't get over here because of all that nonsense. There's just a lot of things that I need to clean up and square away before I dive into the CA project and the Subaru. So that's kind of that right there, the game plan. I don't really have much else for the video. I'm kind of just going along and uploading or filming, you know, as I go. So that's my game plan as of right now. Once I do get the dash kit, we'll probably flip the camera on. I'll film that stuff, installing that radio in there, and then we'll move on to getting this guy all welded up and cleaned up, and hopefully we can get her painted. And it'll probably look tacky too. I mean, fresh black paint on. Even though we were able to bring some of it back, it's all chipped up across the hood, and just, it's seen better days up here. So yes sir, that is that. If I don't have to work this weekend or tomorrow, I will definitely flip the camera on and we'll dive right into installing this radio. The radio in this truck goes in and out. It drives me up the wall. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I use my Bluetooth speaker, and I'm just like, all right, you know, let me just fork over, you know, 150 bucks for a radio and just have that in there, you know, whether it lasts me a month, you know, 6 months or a year, it'll do the job. It's a nice radio. And if I don't like the flip out screen, then I can just go back with a traditional single den. I really don't want to do a double den because I do not want to cut up my wooden bezel. And yes, I know they make a dash kit for it, but I still don't want to do it. I think she's locked. Yeah, she's locked, so. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut up and stop rambling. Hopefully when that stuff comes in tomorrow, I'll turn the camera on and we'll go from there. Actually, I'm gonna throw the car cover on the 240 and then I'll show you guys that. And then I'll see you tomorrow. There we have it guys. Nice car cover from Amazon. Picked up here for the 240. You're probably wondering why am I putting a car cover on a raggedy drift car. Doesn't really make sense. Well, both quarter glasses, they are out of the car right now, and then the window seals and all that stuff, they're just like loosely bolted in. I had a tarp on it when I had it parked over at my boy Nate's house, and I'm just kind of trying to be preventative, you know, of the rain and the storms and stuff that we experience here in Florida. I don't want it to leak and just be nasty and cruddy in the inside. Obviously I have a stripped down bay too, so I want to prevent, you know, as much water going down into the bay or, you know, moisture building up on the car. But just kind of a temporary, you know, hold off, let it sit there for just a couple weeks while we figure out what we're doing with this and fixing all of that. But that is that. I will see you guys tomorrow morning when we throw the radio in this guy, and we'll get right to it.